Hey guys, welcome back to the Good Music Podcast. My name's Eli.
And I'm Miles. And today, we're listening to an album that I've wanted to put Eli onto for a while.
For a very long time.
So we're listening to Care For Me by Saba today, which is his second studio album released in 2018. This is an album that I hold very close to my heart. I love Saba. This album is definitely one of his best. We actually started this podcast by listening to Saba.
By starting it off with Few Good Things, one of my favorite albums we've reviewed on the podcast for sure.
Yeah. It's so funny thinking back to that time. Like hearing that album now reminds me of like us doing that, and how like ill prepared we were, like to talk about such an album.
Look at us now. We've come full circle with another Saba record.
Yeah, I feel like this is really the first episode of season 2.
No, for real though. No, yeah, no. For sure. Like,
I was joking.
No,
like,
because here's the thing, Miles. I think Saba is just like Saba makes the perfect type of music to review on the Good Music Podcast. You know what I mean?
think?
He's the good music god. He started it all. Is the thing. He started the religion that caused us to shave our heads and all that jazz.
Oh my god. It's not.
I'm joking. Hey, Eloise, do you want to turn off the fan actually really quick? Grazie. I just totally realized it's in the background.
Okay.
You hear it? Oh, much better now.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have to re-record. I'll just cut out the fan sound.
I'll cut it out.
I'll show you to de-hum it really quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I already did.
Sorry.
All right. Few Good Things. I love that album so much. That's still Saba's best to me. But like this album too was such a insane one to hear for the first time. Like coming after Bucket List Project, which was like a very like normal album, like at least compared to Care For Me. It was I was like, oh my god, like this guy's like going, like he's laying it all out.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of tracks off Bucket List Project, and like I don't know, they don't like. It's funny how like I still think Photosynthesis is his most popular song, which is off that record. But like overall, not anything super crazy from Saba, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's but this
I'm
album,
excited to hear about like how this sounds compared to Few Good Things, because I love Few Good Things so much.
This album's genuinely like the polar opposite of Few Good Things though, which is really cool to me because like there's very minimal features here. It's very dark, very like not a lot of like live instrumentation here on this one. There are like a few songs where that happens, but honestly, I just want to read out this thing.
Okay, bet.
All right, so I want to start with a question. What's your process for grieving? You know, it's not an easy question, right?
Yeah.
It's not an easy answer.
Oh.
Now, how do you process grief when you're expected to create art? Saba tried to reckon with this dilemma on his second album, Care For Me, which came out after the death of his cousin John Walt, a fellow rapper and founding member of Pivot Gang, a rap collective that Saba had been a part of for years. The album deals with the fallout of such an incredible loss and anything else that was bothering Saba at the time. For most of the album, he's kind of talking about his like insecurities and his anxieties about life, music, his grief. It's not a very happy album. It's a little like unsettling at times because of how much detail he goes into. So it's a pretty like heavy backdrop for this album, and it came out like I think his cousin was killed in like 2017. He literally talks about it on the first song, so you know it's not a lot to get into, but like this album came together really quickly following that, and just like it's so interesting hearing this album compared to Few Good Things because they are like on completely different wavelengths. Like if you like Few Good Things, like you'll probably like this if you like Saba, but like if
no
you like
promises.
His style, it's a pretty different style for him, like because he just like even then this was still like really early in his career. Like he released his first mixtape in like 2012 or 2014, so it's like not even like a decade in, he's already creating an album like this. It's kind of insane. But yeah, I just want to get into it. So the first song is called Busy/Sirens featuring The Mind. You love The Mind.
Oh, The Mind, yeah.
I'm going to say that about like everyone on this album. So it's a two-parter track. Busy is about Saba talking just about his cousin Walt's death and how it's affecting his mental health and relationships. Sirens is about police violence and how it affects Saba specifically, or like just personally, and how he kind of deals with it. So pretty heavy intro, but
For sure.
let's get into it.
I'm so alone. But all of my friends got some shit to do. Never no peer pressure. I'm trying to get my Lil Pecker off in some girl I call my BFF. That ain't no secret kept. Jesus got killed for our sins. Walter got killed for a coat. I'm trying to cope, but it's a part of me gone. I'm having a busy day. I'll hit you back right away. Don't believe how I ain't present. Yeah, I drift for a second. Forgot to reply to your message.
Wow, that beat,
Yeah.
so rich.
If you thought that was bad, just wait for until this song.
Sirens on the way. Ay, now you're lying where the angels lay.
Riding through the city, I'm young, I'm black, I'm guilty. I know one time wanna kill me, they don't know me, but they feel me. Flush that burps cause I might dreadlocks. Cross that street cause I'm with my friends. Curse every song in hip hop. Keep telling yourself it's so fair.
So yeah, that's Busy Sirens.
First track, I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just, oh my god, like, I truly.
Where do you even start with this? There's a lot to unpack here. I guess Busy was really great. I really loved the line specifically where he focused on, like, I don't know, his, like, romance and stuff. Like,
Yeah, trying to get my little pecker off in some.
yeah. Not, well, I know what that line specifically.
That's what I picked up. Sorry. Yeah.
But
what did you? What,
just like, I don't know, how he, like, pushes people, like, just like the theme of him, like, pushing people away so he doesn't have to, like, lose people.
yeah.
And, like, what he said something about, like still feel like he's like 17, or all the infidelity when I was 17 been catching up. I still feel like she'll catch me cheating. Like,
It's just it's some real shit right there.
I was like, I had a hard time picking up specific lines where it's like him talking about his cousin dying, so maybe you could like extrapolate.
Well, so I didn't realize, like, for me, this album is in the shadow of his cousin's death, and I feel like he would probably agree with that. But not every song is specifically about that. But like, there's a line like at the end of this first verse, he goes, "Jesus got killed for our sins. Walter got killed for a coat. I'm trying to coat, but it's part of me gone. Packed your mom alone." Walter was his cousin. He calls him Walt or Walter.
Right.
But yeah, it's just that whole feeling, that sense of like grief and fear is like throughout this entire album, especially this song. There's another two-parter later, which is like one of the greatest storytelling songs ever. We're going to get into it. But excuse me. I don't know. Busy is really cool. Cuz that one I feel like is more about just like Saba's like fear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sirens is cool as well.
I love Sirens.
I wish Sirens was longer.
Sirens is really, yeah. I kind of love that it's just the choruses and then the one verse.
Yeah.
It's like in that one verse, he says like a lot.
No, for sure. He definitely is very skilled at, classic Saba at like getting across a message like effectively. I always love his flow. It's just so like fun. Like,
Yeah.
he's not killing it, like, he's not overdoing it. He's just like, riding on it, having fun with it. I really love just the beat and the beat in Sirens was just so sonically rich and just like beautiful, just like
Yeah.
And I love how it kind of like emulated like a police siren, but like obviously sounded nicer.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole album is kind of, the album has this very like raw like digital sound. It's really interesting. It's like, for me, it's like a halfway between like boom bap or jazz rap and then like trap. And it's a like the drums, I don't know what
Yeah, they're
what
super,
drums
like,
Saba
tinny
uses.
drums, yeah.
It's such a specific drum sound he uses.
And he
it's
does
so
that a
cool.
lot in like all his songs. He likes the beats with the drums where it's just like some like 16ths or
yeah.
like some, you know.
It's so interesting. And like there's a synth like going between the left and
Yeah.
ear. Like a lot of synths, a lot of like
Listen to this with
yeah,
stereo headphones.
hearing this with good headphones is really cool.
It's very nice.
The album's very like it's pretty minimalistic, all things considered, but like what the stuff that they do use is really cool.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But yeah, I give that an 8.5 off rip. I love this song, both these songs. Honestly, it's just an insane intro, like a crazy way to start your album.
Definitely, yeah.
Saba has said too, like he was like, honestly, on Care for Me, I was probably oversharing a bit. So like
Yeah.
he's kind of
I can see
gone away
that.
from that a bit. But I'm like, you created like such specific, but like
Had female
beautiful art.
had female friends I found attractive. I tried to fuck, but I am no savage.
Oof.
Now we don't speak. We just walk past.
That's insane.
Like,
Oh,
bruh,
God.
holy, Saba, chill.
Like he dropped a fun fact in there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'd give this an 8, just because I wish Sirens would be longer.
Sure. Oh yeah. I mean, if
A
Sirens.
second verse on Sirens would have just like, because if it's a 2-parter, like 5 minutes for a 2-parter, like is not that long.
Yeah. Well,
He
it's
could have
like
got away with more.
a song and a half, honestly. But yeah. Let's just get into the next song.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite song of this album.
Oh shoot!
Right here.
Second track.
So that's
Be
how you
ready.
know. That's how you know it's bad when the second song is your favorite. So this next song is called "Broken Girls." This one, Saba's talking about his romantic life or the lack of one, because like he is in a relationship, at least in this song, but it's kind of toxic, and like neither him nor his partner really want to be in it. But it's like being alone is worse than being in like a toxic relationship for him. But let's hear it.
I'm in love with broken girls, hey girl.
This is such a catchy.
It kind of
chorus.
is. Unfortunately, it is kind of cool.
I'm broke myself, and I think she might help. Really, I love a story, and I think she might tell. Even if I don't feel a thing, for a second I feel complete. I still keep my back pocket.
Holy
I know
shit.
that I'm not shit. I know that
It's a lot
toxic.
for a first
I know that
verse.
apocalypse.
Yeah, the whole album's kind of like that.
Tread like broken glass. Really, I'm not my past. Really, I snatched her soul.
The soul snatcher.
That's not to
Girl.
girl. I'm in love
The
with
way he says it.
girls.
He says it nice.
Girls, hey girl. I want hers, I'm not her anymore. Took some time, found a girl.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This moment alone. I'm praying this goes into the next song.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
Why can't we get an outro that's that song? That's beautiful. That was gorgeous.
That was. I love that outro too, bro.
The outro
That
makes.
outro. Oh
I don't mean to be like explicit or anything, but the outro is just like so sexy. Oh my gosh.
You think? Oh, doubt.
It's just like it's not sexy, but it's just like the keys is what I'm saying. Like, oh my,
Yeah.
it's like so juicy. They got me
for
with the
sure.
outro.
Vocal harmonies, bro.
Oh
I'm
my
telling
gosh.
you,
I was
Dowd
like-
is,
Sorry.
no, I'm saying Dowd is like a great singer. He was on Fearmonger from Few Good Things, and he did the outro too. And it's like, oh my god, it's like I don't know. It's ear candy. And I'm just like,
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, like moan into the mic, please.
Please, Dowd, please. No, I wish I was telling Miles. I said I wish the outro was its own track because holy shit, that was beautiful. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Overall, the hook on this song though,
Yeah.
like hook / chorus, beautiful.
girls,
So good.
Girl. Like he's just saying girl over and over, but I'm like, yes.
Yes, say girl one more time, Saba.
Yeah, honestly, I give this song a 9. I love this song a lot.
9.
It's my favorite on the album. A lot of people wouldn't say it's the best song because there's a song later that's like considered to be like the best Saba song overall, which I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
We'll get into it though.
I would give this an 8.5, but that's just because like the outro is edging the shit out of me. The outro is literally edge maxing me.
He does that another time too. There's the song Gray has like an outro. I'm just gonna say that, and it's a really cool outro, and it's not its own song, but I'm like, fuck. I don't know if you remember Soldier from Few Good Things, where it's like literally the outro was like, all of this can go bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's just a jazz song. I'm like, what the hell? Like, please make that its own thing.
Please make it. Saba is like the king of doing that, of edging you with outros, I feel like. The thing is, Bucket List Project, the outros weren't that crazy.
Yeah.
It was just like him yapping.
It's so fun. The jump from Bucket List to this album is
That's insane.
It's crazy. That's
literally insane.
Yeah. But this next song is called Life. So it's one of the more like intense songs on the album. Saba's kind of talking about like how he was raised and how it's like put him on the path that he's on currently. And it's like he respects the way he was brought up, even though it has not been the best it could have been. But let's hear it.
I got angels running away. I got demons hunting me. I know Pop with 25. I know Jesus 33. Congress got the nerve to call itself religious. Rich just getting richer. We just trying to live our life. Mama makes the vodka with the Sprite. They killed my cousin with their pocket knife. While my uncle on the phone. He was gone for more than half my life. He got out a year and then he died. I was on the road. Talking to my father on the phone. I was chilling with my niggas poop. Now they trying to take his life. Don't mean shit.
Damn.
Nigga that ain't never had shit. Yeah. Light don't mean lit. In the dark fight don't mean fish. Tell me it'll be okay. Tell me happy a day.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me that she might be.
It's like the switch is insane.
I see Walter body cool. Wish I could switch it with mine. I still go to social functions even though I'm so anti. No, I'm no Rihanna. The boy gonna throw it like Donovan down a bit. I just been modeling my whole career as a Pac was. Now they trying to take his life.
The outro again. Holy shit.
The piano that was not present and during the entire song. There's so much going on in this song. Like different, like the chorus, like there's the post-chorus, the chorus. They're like completely different.
For
the
sure.
verse structure. I mean, the verses are there.
I mean, he does a lot in what, two and a half minutes.
Yeah.
Like he crams a lot into it.
I think it's the shortest song on the album, actually. Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me.
Sorry, no, Log Out is the shortest, but we'll get there. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Talks a lot about celebrities in this song, which I find very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like the line, I say, God, that's a woman. I know she would die for me. Because that, like, either he sees God as a woman or he's like, God, that's a woman. And, like, there's a woman, like his girlfriend or something. Yeah, that's what I kind of got from it.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. We're listening to back-to-back albums where it's like God is a woman. Elliott Smith.
Yeah.
And now this.
Dude, yeah.
It's kind of goated.
This is
Sorry,
like,
a little random tidbit.
this is going to come out after Elliott Smith,
Yeah.
right? Holy shit. Oof.
Doesn't that feel crazy?
Yeah.
Like,
Back
we're
to-
recording episodes now that are not going to be out for like weeks.
Yeah. They know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. This song, I'm personally not a fan as much of
Yeah.
Saba, like on trap beats. Like it's cool,
For sure.
but the trap songs on Few Good Things, I was like, those weren't my favorites. This song is interesting. There's a lot, like he's talking, like I also like the line, I still go to social functions even though I'm so anti, not no Rihanna, because Rihanna's album is called Anti. It's like, yeah. There's some good lines in here, some like really interesting choices with the production, like the piano outro again. And like there's like a bass, right? There's like a bass
Yeah.
line. I really like that.
It's
bass
got
line.
to be a digital bass though, for sure. Even though
Yeah.
it sounds live, it's got to be digital.
But it's, I don't know. It's a good it's a good way to like up the intensity to show you like this shit's real. Like this is real life, and I'm angry.
Kind of take it out of his head almost,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, Busy and Sirens and Broken Girls were pretty like mellow, I'd say, in terms of like delivery or like production, but like this song is like definitely one of the most like intense, where he's like really like going crazy on it.
Yeah, I think in verse 2 especially, like, I don't know, I think he rapped it like I don't know, with no flow, like straight and like fell behind the beat at the end of it, and then like rap super fast to catch it up. And
Yeah, his flows are crazy.
no, his flows are really impressive though. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of sounds silly over a trap beat almost, in my opinion.
You
You
think
know
it
what
would
I
have been
mean?
better with like a jazz?
It totally
rap beat?
would have been better with the jazz rap beat because it's like almost like the jazz rap. You can just like rapping it like straight with like no flow, like it just sounds better on like almost like a swung beat almost, you know what I
Maybe.
mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's some cool stuff though. Again, like the second verse where he gets shot, like the gunshot, and it's like,
That's cool. Always love when they do that in a song. It's
Yeah.
just so fun.
yeah, not thematic. Like, it's sad, but like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
cool.
yeah, no. It's sad, but I'm saying like technically speaking, like it just sounds cool.
Yeah.
The refrain was really gorgeous. I love the refrain. It was so nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of like there's just one of them. Like it's just the one refrain
Yeah.
and that's it. And
I
it's-
wish we get like a refrain outro track.
Yeah, it does end just kind of suddenly, but
Mm-hmm.
that's real life.
Facts. Wow.
Yeah. So this next song is called Calligraphy. It's more like chill, mellow vibe. It's kind of about the creative process and how like Saba's navigating it. He kind of uses music as an escape, even though like real life ends up like invading it. So let's hear it.
Love the beat already.
He did continue the piano, thankfully, from life.
I don't tell the truth, so y'all feel sorry for me. I don't write this shit, so y'all feel God coming. Write it away, write it away. I just got tired of running away, running away. I'm not mad at God, I just can't get out of bed. My best friend obituary really hang on my wall. By the dress, I'm trying to see it a life lesson. No time for mourning in my schedule. I see the right list. Calligraphy.
So pretty.
Holy shit. That was really solid. Wow.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite off this record so far.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Before we do this, we didn't rate Life.
Did we not?
No, I give it a 7.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's good. You know. Yeah, this song is crazy. It's
Woo!
it's pretty like light thematically, all things considered. Like it's not really like I wouldn't really say it's like furthering like any kind of
Idea or narrative with the record.
yeah. I don't know if
I can see that for sure.
But-
I would agree.
I feel like every album kind of has that one where it's kind of like we're gonna talk about like something else, and even then, this song is like still kind of dark. Like
Yeah.
he still talk like he keeps his friend's obituary on his wall. Like, oof.
Heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like I think the engineering and mixing and just like sounds like the different timbres and colors they use on the song is chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I mean, the engineer and like producer popped the fuck off on this song, like genuinely.
Yeah.
I love during the bridge when they're saying the run, like that was probably my favorite like part of the song and favorite just bit of this album so far was the bridge of the song. Cuz holy shit, that was beautiful.
Oh, the part where he's like run,
and like
yeah.
it just like builds, but the way they mix that, it's like panning in your ears, like all these different sounds they're adding in and they're going left and right, like the keys and stuff, and it almost gives you like this like image and like I don't know, visualization of like a sonic space where you're moving forward or just like moving, you know what I mean? Like the constant panning and different movement of sounds around you, like when you close your eyes, makes you feel like you're moving in the space, and I think that matches really well with the lyrics, and they were really smart to do that. And then I love on the outro, I don't know if he used a vocoder exactly, but I'm pretty sure he used a vocoder or maybe something digitally to emulate that. And the way they have like it flourish beforehand and just come up and like swell into your left and then right and then together, and it sounds so good. Just like they used all the right sounds and colors for this.
Yeah, it's funny you say colors because like the album to me will always sound like gray and like black and white.
Yeah,
But it's like they breathe so much life in this. Like it's the
it's
whole
coloring itself.
that,
almost.
yeah, the album was produced by Saba, Dowd, and Day Pivot. Like all three of them produced this album together. And it's like, yeah, it's so detailed and rich, but also like pretty
Minimalistic, yeah.
There's always like just little flourishes of this stuff. Like they don't like,
They're not using a lot of instruments is the thing.
Yeah.
They're not using a lot of different sounds, but the way they're using the sounds they have are
Yeah.
so like creative and like just like broad, and yeah, it's really powerful.
yeah. And it's cool that they're kind of adding all these flourishes to this song, like about the creative process, about like
Yeah.
calligraphy. I think it's a pretty smart
It
choice.
connects super well.
Yeah. I give this song an 8.
I give it a 9. I love
favorite
this.
so
This is
far?
so
Wow.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah. I think it's good that he kind of broke up the album a little bit with like something
Lighter almost.
more chill. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a couple songs later where it's not as heavy either, but this is probably the one where it's like, this is probably one of the few where you could like put it on in the car and just be like, yeah, like, this
Yeah,
is chill. It's
yeah.
a chill vibe, and yeah, I think people kind of forget honestly that Saba's like a really good lyricist and like a really good
Yeah,
producer.
for
So
sure.
I'm glad he's still reminding
Kicking it
people of
in
that.
the producer world.
Yeah. So let's get into the next song. It's called Fighter, featuring Kana or Kana. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. Please correct me in the comments. So this is another one of the many storytelling songs in the album where Saba's kind of talking about like experiences he's had literally fighting people. Like when he was a kid, he would get into like fights with his friends or like bullies or whatever. And he's kind of talking about that, like how violence was used as an answer and like a quick solution to stuff, even though obviously it wasn't going to solve anything in the long term. And the song is kind of him reckoning with that. So let's hear it.
Me and E got just fought cause his family wouldn't stop talking. We neighbors who argued often. I seen his sister talking trash like, touch my brother, I'm beating your ass. So I fucked the brother up to see what she about. Yeah, walked away and then we noticed that his teeth was out. Yeah, she ain't deuces, she just mad we got to see her pout. So me and Sel, we just fought, I was walking and then he jogged me. I dropped to the floor while calling for help in front of my grandmother's house. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I'm not fine. So me and E got we scrap again. Jacob jumped in, I'm handicapped. Man, he watched from across the street, then he ran up and hopped on me. So it's bad enough they already jumping me. Then I see Sale coming, I'm praying please don't fuck with me. It's not fair and I think he agrees. So instead of fighting with them, he came and teamed up with me. But these folks don't care to know, they think you rolling in the dough. Not realizing your next meal is a 4 for 4. Still feeling the guilt that Walt never thought to call. Fighting myself to get out of bed.
Wow.
So that's Fighter.
I gotta say, the outro on this one, I actually wasn't a fan of. I gotta be honest. I didn't like the outro on this
I
one.
love the outro.
The song though, overall, holy shit, this song is so good.
Insane. Like
This is my new favorite on the album, actually.
back to back. That's crazy.
This one's also a 9 for me, easily right off the bat. And then I'll let you get to talking. Sorry. I'm
Yeah.
just geeked about this.
No, it's great. So I mean, well, yeah, like he's such a good storyteller. Like
for sure.
Saba's like for me like one of the best like storytellers in hip hop. Just for the way he like the thing where he was like he fought this guy he beat him, then this other guy Cell beats up Saba, and then you're like, and then Cell comes back later in the song. It's like a story. It is literally like a movie.
Recurring
It's
characters
like, yeah,
type
it's
shit.
like a subtle foreshadowing.
Yeah.
And then Cell fights with Saba, and it's like supposed to, I always interpret it as like it's supposed to be a triumphant moment, but it's kind of like a little sad because it's like, you know, he's not supposed to be doing this. He knows it's not right to like fight people all the time, and it's not like good to fight people, but like he'll still try to win them. I don't know. It's really interesting. And then the thing where he just like starts talking about his girl, and I'm like, well, he's fighting with his girl technically, and I thought that's pretty clever because it's
Yeah.
like instead of physically fighting, they're just like fighting with their emotions. I don't know.
I love the last verse too when he's like, fighting myself to get out of bed. I'm fighting myself to get out of bed. Like he's just like he's
Yeah.
fighting himself.
It's 3 different ways of fighting, and it's like the whole album to me is very like insular to him. It's like it's literally called Care for Me. It's like
Yeah.
what he thinks, what he wants. Like he's like, I need you to be here for me. And the whole album, I just love. It's all centered around him, but it's kind of not. It's about him like in the world and how the world is affecting him. I don't know. I also the line where he's like, "But these folks don't care to know. They think you're rolling in the dough, not realizing your next meal is a 4 for 4." That just makes me sad. Like I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
I just feel bad. Like
Yeah.
the whole this song to me is more like just sadness. It's like not
Yeah.
even like anger or anything. It's just like, damn. Like I just get bummed out. But
Yeah.
it's like still really beautiful.
For sure.
I know you don't like the outro, but I love the outro.
I did not like the outro. Low key, like if the outro wasn't there, it would have been like a 9.5 for me. Like it, like literally, like I don't know. It's just like
Okay, well-
it's so long. It was so long, and I was like, why did we have to add like a stupid trap beat at the end of this song? I was like, I did not ask for this. This is not
Well-
on my 2025 bucket list. Saba, I'm sorry.
Oh, bucket list. Write it on the wall.
Oh shoot. I didn't even realize that reference. I'd say one thing also that's interesting to me about this song is you can hear, I don't know, you can hear a move away from the first song on this album to this song, right? About like the production styles. Like I feel like the first 2 songs, they sound so classic Saba. And it's like kind of moved more towards like experimental the further we get into it. And I'm curious about the order in which he produced and like recorded these songs, and if like the way we're listening to it is the chronological order in which it's been made.
I'd like to think that the songs more specifically about Waltz, which are like coming later, came later at like later in like late 2017 or
Right.
early 2018, because I don't think he would. I don't know. I think it would take anyone a while to figure out their feelings about something like that.
For
before
sure, yeah.
coming to write a whole song about
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
Yeah, there's a couple songs on this album too where he's talking about his past, and I think it's really cool.
I don't want to fight no more.
Yeah, I do like too. He mentioned how his grandpa he doesn't speak to his grandpa because so I don't know if you know this, but Saba graduated high school when he was 16, and he was studying at like Columbia.
Holy shit.
In Austin in Chicago. I don't know. There's,
Columbia College of Art in Chicago. Or something.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's like low key. He had like a 3.5 GPA. Like he was like low key a genius, and then he ended up founding Pivot Gang like right out of high school, and that's why his grandpa was like, "Dude, you're like a genius. Like, why are you not like using that?" He's like, "I want to rap, Grandpa." I don't know. Obviously, it wasn't
Wow.
like that, but I love.
I wonder if they talk. Is he still alive?
I know that I'm not sure if he's still alive now, but I know he was on the cover of Few Good Things.
I was
his
gonna say
grandpa.
that's a grandpa and Few Good Things.
Yeah. I do also like he mentioned, but all that to say, like he mentioned his grandpa in like the second verse, and then he mentions him again in the outro.
Yeah.
I think the outro is cool just because like it's not really connected to it at all, but it's just like him saying like, honestly, if anything, it's kind of a segue into the next song, because the next song is about like his family, and like that one's probably the most like I'm talking outside of myself essentially. But again, it's like the thing he's like, I'm not a janitor no more at home and Square. I don't know. I guess it's a community development located in Chicago's West Side near Austin neighborhood where Saba grew up. I'm just like, damn. I'm glad he's like not like a janitor anymore. Or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that's goated.
But like, damn.
Damn.
He keeps saying he like slept. Also, I slept on the floor at Port Arthur. Like the way he says it differently, and I love that.
What a Thor. It says it like that.
Yeah, the way he does that is really cool. But yeah, I'd give this song an 8.5. It's not, for me, it's not the best storytelling song, because there is another one coming up later, but it's still really cool, and it's a really interesting vibe, and like it does kind of tie back into the album a little bit, because it's like he's still kind of talking about his family.
Not for sure.
So this song, speaking of which, this next song is called Smile, and in it Saba's kind of talking about his like family history and how during the Great Migration it was in like the early to mid 1900s, it was like that was a thing where I think, over 6 million African Americans migrated from the South to the North and like the Midwest area. And Saba talks about it and like how his family moving from the South to Chicago put him on the path he's at now. So let's hear it.
Sweet West Side Chicago, 2-flat apartment, red brick and garden, that's been forgotten. Our vacation in the South, and I'll smile, 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 smile. Yeah, woman outside and safe out playground, grandma apparel cut. Yeah, cut up with my cousins, dream about when we grew up. Yeah, 2 sides slipping off our feet, our souls is hella black. When we die, we go to heaven. No, my granny taught me that. Oh, 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 oh. Life I be taking for granted. Capture the moment, the cannon. My cousin be trapping, it came in the mail. I set him down next to plan. He said this shit sell itself. Grandma say, what is that smell? We turn the boom how like me on King of the Hill. My grandma from Pink Hill, and my granddaddy from Houston. And if I make $1 million, then I'ma tell them we moving. Smile, smile. All that I am is my family these days. Moment of madness, I can't seem to evade. Smile,
Smile,
smile.
smile, smile, smiles.
So that's Smile.
Yeah. It's solid.
Oh, really?
I think it's good storytelling. I really love the imagery he creates in this, and I really, really love the chorus, or not the chorus, the bridge.
Sweet West Side, you got that part?
No,
Yeah.
the bridge. All I am is
Oh.
my family. Mistakes, moment of madness, I can't seem to evade. More than a canvas, you carry me these days. Practice, I'm trying to remember.
That's pretty cool.
And like
Yeah.
the way they have like, I think it's like choir singers like sing quietly in the
Probably.
background or
I'd
something.
assume it was like him and his friends or whatever.
Could be
who else was
digital,
working
but
on it.
yeah, it sounds so nice. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard better tracks off this album. Like, it's cool. It's a good storytelling song. I always love a good nostalgia track, but you'll have to tell me what you think.
Yeah. I kind of love that it's just the one verse here, but this is like one of his best verses on this album to me.
Oh yeah, the verse was really
It's
impressive.
crazy. Like, hold on. The part, so there's a couple lines that I want to highlight. So, got in trouble for the French, and I mean no Moulin Rouge. So, I guess Frenching is a slang term. Like, so, okay, I'm just going to read Genius. So, Frenching refers to the way in which the French stereotypically inhale when smoking, for which some of Saba's friends were suspended or kicked out of school. Frenching could also refer to using explicit language, as the phrase "pardon my French" means to excuse yourself when they're going to use explicit language. And obviously the film Moulin Rouge is set in France. And that's really cool. Hold on. And there's also Grandma said, "What's that smell?" We turned to Boomhauer like we on King of the Hill. Cause like Boomhauer is like the one who's always like a slick talker or whatever. Like he's always talking like that. And I just love that. And then the thing, hold on. So I said I'm gonna keep it a mil LaRue. That mean a higher note. Cause he also, there's the line before that, or one of the lines before that, he said, "You keep it 100, but I'd rather keep it a mil." And then it's like, I'd rather keep it a mil. It's a homonym. And I'm just like, and Emil LaRue is like, he has a very high voice. Like, come on, that's cool. That's some cool shit. Like,
This
I
is
love
really impressive.
sprinkling that in while you're talking about like your family history and like how you grew up is so cool to me. And that's why I like this song so much, because it's like Saba can just do that like so effortlessly. Like his rapping for me is like so intense at times.
Yeah.
There's always like, he doesn't really let himself relax a lot, but like it brings out like so much like great lyricism and like delivery. And it's just, yeah, it's a pretty like simple like production style. But I think the highlight for me is definitely the verse for sure.
Yeah, for sure. The verse is really solid, but I don't know. I don't know. There was good lyrics and better production on some other songs, in my opinion. But
Wow.
I'd give this like a 7.5, though. It's really solid still.
I give it an 8.5.
All right,
I
chill
like
with the glaze button. No, I'm just kidding. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like I'm just being a hater because I'm like more of a production guy, anyways. So
Yeah. Well, what is it? You're King Eater, Victor Vaughn. I love
Halloween
that.
costume next year, or like what?
Whoa. Dude,
That'd be kind of cool. Actually,
we're literally pushing 20 and you're still talking about dressing up for Halloween.
Fuck yeah, I am. What are you talking about?
I'm kidding. That's funny. We should do that. Okay. So this next song is called Logout, featuring Chance the Rapper. I feel like I was talking about this song earlier, I was saying something about
Wait,
it.
Chance is on this?
Chance, the freaking rapper, your goat.
Oh my god.
Dude, I know. I was like,
We were just making fun of him a second ago. When are you going to drop the fucking album, Chance? When are you going to drop the album? The singles came out 3 years ago.
that's crazy.
I'm disappointed in you, Chance. Fuck your wife.
Oh my god.
All right.
So this song is kind of about like how we interact with social media. It's like one of those songs where it's like social media is bad, but I also depend on it because of where the music industry is going. Like Saba himself doesn't really see a lot of value in it because it's like just words and pictures on a screen or whatever. But like he knows like, well, I need to get like a ton of Twitter followers or whatever. And then Chance is kind of talking about like everything is on screens, everything's on cameras, and it's like low key like a technology bad song, but it's also like still pretty cool. So let's hear it.
If you press log out, you get forgotten what's supposed, but a reminder just how boring our lives are. Look at how much fun I'm having. Ain't no beauty in the absence of broadcasting till you fall. Shit get forgotten today. Oh, if I cannot log in, they started a rumor that I got shot like a dead go. I don't walk without my headphones. I'm from the 292 sides to each story. Yeah, I'll be your friend, but you cannot follow me.
Everything's on camera, everything's on camera. Everybody want handouts, everybody got pamphlets. Everybody wants Santa, everything is on camera. Ain't put a picture on their wall since the Stone Age. Feel locked up in their own cage when they on stage.
If you press log out, you get forgotten what's supposed, but a reminder just how boring our lives are.
That song is pretty solid. I mean, I think Chance's verse is mid as hell.
Oh hell yeah, no, absolutely.
Chance actually like, I'm sorry, like I low-key hate Chance just for this. Like, being honest.
Dude, I'm like, he and Saba have worked together multiple times, and then he like, this is the first time he's ever rapped on a Saba album. He's like, everybody got problems, everybody got cameras, everybody, like, holy shit.
He just rhymes everybody with everybody, and he says like freaking camera, like he rhymes camera with camera. It's like so annoying.
Camera, handouts, Santa,
Everything's
antlers,
on camera,
Pampers,
everything's
cameras.
on camera, everything.
It's kind of like a fun rhyme scheme, but it's like, he just, I don't know, I can't believe Saba was like, dude, you have to like re-record this. Like, you sound like you're asleep. Like, that's
Dude, he
insane.
sounds like Boldy James, bro. He sounds like fucking Larry June on this rap.
Oh my god, he skim milked Saba.
He skim milked the fuck out of Saba, man. Nah, dude, I don't know. I think the beat was fun. It's not anything stand out for me on like the whole album. You know what I mean? And like the topic, I just don't really give a shit about, to be honest.
You're not addicted to your phone, and like you don't believe in the promise of social media clout.
I just like, I just don't know why like Unk's making a song about this. Like, you're literally pushing 20, Saba. Like,
He was like 23 when he made this, I think, or like 25. I don't know.
I just feel like it doesn't fit. Like, no joke, I feel like it doesn't fit the vibes of the album that well.
That's fair. I mean, like, all of the production on this album is pretty low key, all things considered, and this is like another low key song. And then Chance just has to like verbally shit on the mic.
Yeah, seriously, no joke.
I do love the hook though.
The hook is fun. Yeah.
You press I got you. What's it for? And I'm like, like that's cool. I love that. I think it. I mean, I feel like
I
it's.
just feel like it was kind of corny, the hook, at the same time. Like,
I
even
don't
though it was
know.
cool, it just felt like corny a little
I
bit.
guess. I think it's a fair thing to be afraid of. Like, obviously, the
Yeah.
whole album's about like fear and stuff, and he's afraid that like if he doesn't like stay on social media all the time, then he'll lose his like position in rap, which is like not a thing in like 10 years ago or like 10 or 20 years ago. That wasn't a thing. This is only something like you have to deal with now.
Right.
I don't know. I do love though, just like all the stuff he says about like, how, like I'm not gonna follow you, or like we can be friends. Like
we can be friends, and I'm not gonna follow you.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, or like I don't want no autograph. I just want to follow back. Maybe tag your followers. I mean, I feel like Saba's not on social media all the time either. Like I remember he went live once, and I watched him for like 10 or 20 minutes. He was just like talking to fans and stuff. But that was like right after his new album came out. So obviously, like he only uses it for like promotion and like to like shout out like family and friends and stuff. So it's like it's clearly not a big deal to him. And like I remember too on Fearmonger from Few Good Things, he was like, if I log out an app or I like a retweet, he's saying like if I log out of an app, you know, obviously reference to this song, he's like, if I don't have followers, if I'm not on social media all the time, like I might lose my position or whatever. I might lose money. And it's like, sure, that's like a pretty valid fear. You're still gonna sound like an old head though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, fair.
I don't know. I give this like a. I get honestly. I get like
6.5.
a 6.5.
Yep.
Jinx.
6.5. Jinx, you owe me sloppy. We should just keep that in. It's kind of
let's
funny,
fuck
actually.
it. Yeah, fuck it. Full send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. His song would be better if Chance actually like put some energy in his
Yeah.
verse. Like this dude is so energetic to the point where it's annoying, and now it's like the one time he's on
As
a
soon
Saba.
as he's a features on Saba beat,
Oh my
bruh.
god! Actually, like he had to have been like pissed off at Saba for something. Like there's no way. He was like, honestly, fuck Saba today, bro. Like he stole my bike or something. I'm gonna send him a shitty like verse. It was like a fine verse. It was
It
delivery.
was mid.
Delivery sucks. All right. Anyway, moving on. This next song is way better. It's called Gray. This song is about how Saba navigates being an independent rapper and how not signing to a label or signing to a label can hurt or help your career. So let's hear it.
The best song was probably on the B-side. Won't be surprised when the label denied. It's so great. The best song was probably on the demo, but that's not the one that got you your limousine.
Oh. Love the horns on this, please.
sir.
Sometimes I think about the pressures of an artist and what it takes to get caught a success even with no college. We barely even considered. Don't label me with them niggas. Infatuation with plastic. I wanted it to be realer. Sometimes I think about the pressures of the label and what it take to get paid for. Discovering art they ain't no existed. I know it ain't your intention to try and change me. Multi-million your children, private school late attending, an album selling what did it.
Wow. No way.
So cool, dude.
Care for me carefully, back with more clarity, back like consecutive. I told you motherfuckers like Oedipus had to be sway in the morning, painted that pain like a portrait. Action, I ain't for the talking, ain't for the fame, but the fortune cool. Everything is great, everything is great, everything is great, everything.
That's like literally
Oh my
jazz
God.
rap.
Yeah, it's straight up. It's like some slam poetry shit. Okay. I this is like probably top 3 off this album for me.
For
I
sure,
love
yeah.
this song. This is like a 9 off rip.
Yeah, 9 off rip for me as well. It's not my favorite off the album. My favorite still continues to be Fighter.
Fighter, nice.
But
okay.
this one is definitely a 9 as well. I think holy shit the outro is just
Oh
like
my God.
oh so badass. I
It's
love it.
so
It's so
cool.
good.
I love this is probably the most elaborate song production wise on the album. Like the trumpet and like piano like throughout. I love that. Like I
This
know
kind of sounds like old Saba.
yeah, absolutely. I know you were complaining a bit about how like the outros kind of just come out of nowhere for some of them, and you're like wish they were different songs. But I love this one. It's like there's trumpet in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then it comes in and it like shifts to
It
like a
totally makes sense.
free jazz or something. It's
Yeah.
so cool, and he's like, it sounds like slam poetry, like it's like that like Def Jam poetry show type delivery from him, and I love that.
Nah, for sure.
It's just I don't know, man.
I love when he's like everything is gray too, and it's like the whole album is like gray.
Yeah. I always interpreted that as like everything is great. Everything is great. Like it, or you could take it either way though, which I love. Like I always saw it as like it could either be gray or great, and he's just like trying to tell himself that or something. I don't know. But like he's like screaming, he like gets pissed off. Like the part where he's like,
Yeah.
look back like I said, I told you, look, everything is great. Like that's so cool. Like you just know he's like fed up, and it's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, this song is really great. Like some of the best like flourishes and just like instrumental like techniques just like used so wonderfully in this song.
I feel like this song is probably the reason people call this jazz rap. This album, like there's
Yeah.
some jazz rap elements because this is like very much jazz.
Quintessential, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say like I don't know. Like the chorus is cool. I just like didn't like the auto tune as much. Like,
I
feel
love
like,
the chorus.
I
What?
feel like it just
Oh.
like defiled a little bit from the jazz stuff.
I
Like,
don't know.
just- it was a cool combination. Like I wouldn't
yeah.
change it. I just think like that's like I don't know. Just something about it just a little bit. Just like just like doesn't feel as cool as the rest of the song. Like the verses are awesome, but the choruses, like I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think the highlights definitely are the verses, even though this chorus is definitely like one of the best. I'm sorry. I love this chorus. This and Broken Girls are crazy.
I like Fighter's chorus.
Because yeah, that is a good chorus actually. The choruses are really good.
No,
For this
Saba has
album.
some of the best
He's got a
choruses,
crazy
like
chorus game.
rap choruses.
Yeah.
Like when we listen to Blue in Exile, no chorus game. No, he didn't have really any choruses that much. So it's nice to hear some choruses in a rap record for sure.
I love, honestly, the most interesting verse to me is probably the second one because he's talking about like the first part. He's an independent rapper. He's always been independent his whole career. The first verse is about like navigating that and stuff, and it's like how like an artist can be changed when signing to a label because then they want a certain thing from them. But then the second verse is kind of like, well, the label still's like concessions they have to make, like hold on. I know it ain't your intention to try and change me. Multi-million your children, private school, they intended an album selling what did it. Like, you kind of, even if you don't want to, you kind of have to like make an artist more marketable.
Yeah.
Just to provide for your family. And it's like, it can sound a little hollow. And I wonder if that's like what he intended. Because like, he's always been an independent and he's never expressed any interest in signing to a label. But it is still kind of interesting to play like both sides of that. Also, the part where he's like, at the end of the first verse, driver want to be walker and walker want to be sitter, and then because sitter want to be walker and walker want to be driving. Like
yeah,
I
love that part. That was really fun.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just such a cool song, and it's probably the last like happy song because this next song, this is the one. This is like the album centerpiece. It's called Prom/King. It's It's a 2-parter again. This is like definitely the album centerpiece, even though it's like near the tail end. It's like this is the album for a lot of people, and I mean this is art. Like a lot of people say this is probably like Saba's best song because of just how intense it is, but also like how great of a storyteller he is in it, and it's just such a I don't know. So hold on. So it's two points in time. So the first song, Prom, is about how Saba's cousin Walt got him a date for prom, and just like there's like how they grew up together basically, and it's talking about him and his cousin. And then King is literally about like the future from that point on, where it's like Saba's getting successful, and then it's details kind of Walt's death and how that affected Saba. So let's hear it.
My cousin hit me on Facebook like, what shorty you taking? I'm lying, I'm playing, I'm saying I got one to take and I'm waiting on her response. Wrote her a 3-page letter, it's 3 days later, never hit me back, she broke my heart. My cousin hit me back, don't trip bro, I got you a date. So he sent me this link to some girl I had never seen. He said to call her, tell her Walter sent you with me. He tell me send him to Addie and he'll slide after school. I'm like, okay, bet, never knew where he stayed at. He walked down the street, hella surprised. This where y'all place at? Uncle Carl, Auntie Deborah, my cousin Rena. And I'm surprised too, my family knew, kept this a secret. Me and Cuz stayed down the street, living different lives. And Jada left to get dressed. I fake like I'm sending texts. Some stranger get really close. I swear that I hear his breath. Then he put a knife to my neck. Gave me the rundown like Jada, my sister. And if you hit her, fuck her, make her miss you, I'ma kill you. At this point, I'm just exhausted, wondering where the fuck's Walter. He shows up like 30 minutes after our altercation. Walt went to St. Louis, had a full ride for his hooping. Him and his coach got into it. Now he back home doing music. Ay, I was at Columbia, a damn near straight A student. I had one beat in a hip hop class. I thought that shit was stupid. Just like my father trying to do music and hope I make it. Walter joined me for the journey, said the city waiting. I'm in LA working on bucket list project. I get a call and get a fishy feeling. Normally Walt joke on the phone, this time he over serious. He say he with TY on the highway and some niggas just tried to kill him. Emptied the clip on the car, but somehow they didn't hit him. 6 months passed by, every day we celebrate, every day a better day. I just dropped bucket list, Water about to drop a tape. Everything going perfect, couldn't paint a better way. Pivot gang is on the way, we just sold out Lincoln Hall. Then I went to Dr. Sway. 10 minutes into the session, I got a call from a number that I don't got saved. But I answer anyway, she says, hello, Malik, have you or Squeak talked to my son today? He was just on the train. We got in the car, but we didn't know where to drive to. Fuck it, wherever you are, my nigga, we'll come and find you.
Just another day in the ghetto. Oh, the streets bring sorrow. Can't get up to date with the schedule. I just hope I make it to tomorrow.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Lots to talk about with that one.
Oh, listen to that song and read the lyrics, guys.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was like reading that like a book. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Jesus
It's
Christ.
literally like a novel. It's so interesting.
I hated just like feeling the drums build and just like knowing what was coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
that
you
made
know
me want to puke.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going to sound really nerdy, but there's this thing that Alfred Hitchcock, I don't know if he like invented it, but it's this thing he talked about. It's called the bomb under the table idea. So it's like, let's say in a scene, in like a movie, you see someone put a bomb under a table. No one else can see it. And then two people walk in and they're talking. You know that bomb is going to go off. You don't know when, but you know it's there. And it's that suspense is like enough to like make you feel something. That's kind of how I see this song. Because you know, like the last, like in King, you know, like we got in the car, we didn't know where to drive to. Fuck it, wherever you are, we'll come and find you. Like you already know what's about to happen. Because this album exists, you know what happened. And like, but the fact that he's like, we will come find you. You know, we spent all this time with Walt and Saba when they're like kids.
Yeah.
Like you know what's gonna happen, but like you can't really do anything.
I just like, it's so good, but so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
To hear like the whole lore with them and everything. Just like, oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I think that's why it's so like beautiful, because it's like this could only in this way, in this like art form, with this artist could you get something like this.
No, for sure.
And it's just like insane. I just to tell it like straight
I'm like
up.
speechless almost. Like I don't know what to say. Prom was really cool too. I loved like, I don't know. I could picture the party perfectly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's story like the visual storytelling. Like there's not even any visuals. Like,
Yeah, it's not even like, it's just like
you just get
the way
imagery.
he's like leading you. Like he just gives you one visual to go off with, and then leads you everywhere else like so perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's what just does it for me, I guess.
The fact that there's like dialogue and stuff and like people talking to each other.
Yeah.
It's like characters
So
in a novel,
impressive.
but it's like, you know what, you know, like there's real stories, these are real people, these are their lives. And it's like distilled into like a 7-minute song. It's crazy.
I'd give this a 9.5 for sure. This is really good. The only thing is I don't feel like I just like don't feel like I could listen to this a lot because it's just so heavy. I feel like it's really good. The production is great. The bars are just phenomenal. Like absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But just like holy shit, like in the outro too. Jesus. Ugh.
It's really funny to me that there's still some like wordplay in like King, especially where it's like,
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, we're not riding no waves, because Kid Cudi has a song called Surf, and he's like, and I'm riding my own wave, baby. It's like that's the chorus. It's like stupid stuff like that.
So is he supposed to collab with Kid Cudi or something?
No, I think it's just a reference. But yeah, honestly, I give it a 10. I think it's genuinely like a perfect song.
It's
I'm
really
so for
good.
real. Like it's I can't say it's my favorite, which is like I think it's the best song on the album,
Right.
but it's not my favorite.
That's why I just can't give it a 10. It's like I know it's a 10. I just can't say it because I'm like, I just know me personally.
Yeah.
I just can't listen to this all the time.
That's fair. I think, yeah, for me at least, I just like, I know, like, I just believe I'm like, even if I can't hear this all the time, like the idea that it presents, what it talks about, the way it goes about it is just so awe-inspiring and just like so beautiful that like I can't like, I can't.
I'm
really
curious to hear the last track because I'm like, how do you follow this up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the last song is called Heaven All Around Me. This song is literally from Walt's perspective right after he died. So that's all you need to know.
Wow.
Yelling at my mother like I know you hit me. Get a little closer, repeat. Bus driver pass me up, don't see me. Paramedic talk about what he need. He need his oxygen. They seem incompetent. I see the consequence. No, I can't feel pain, but I can see the stars. I ain't even vain, but I know we with God. There's heaven all around me.
There's heaven all around me. I see the cameraman, I see the news stations, truck parked outside, it's every channel here. Yeah, interview, cut. Someone just bled out because they got.
That's Heaven All Around Me, and that's Care for Me.
Nice. That's a nice outro track.
I love that song, dude. Oh my god.
That's I don't.
What?
Ooh.
What? Spill it.
I think that might be a 10 for me, honestly.
This one? Ooh.
I like this one the best off the album.
Wow. Oh man.
This is just beautiful. Like, just like, I don't know. Even though it's like, I'm assuming he died violently because he was killed.
He was
right?
stabbed and multiple times.
That's
on
one. That's awful. It's just ugh.
Yeah.
But like, I just love how peaceful this song is and how peaceful like he's trying to get people's attention, but it's like it's okay, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like there's heaven all around me. Like I'm gonna be fine.
It's really beautiful, I guess. I don't know. Just really wonderful way to end the album. Really powerful like statement overall.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm curious if whoever killed him like listened to this record. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I really because Saba said like on Busy he was like Walter got killed for a coat. It was like I don't know if he was like robbed for like the jacket he was wearing, but I'm like yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's just like there's like news articles about it and stuff.
It's like broad daylight on the train, or
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, just a fight. Something happened, but apparently Saba believes it was for the coat he was wearing. But yeah. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, this is like, it's, I don't know. I just love, I think this is really cool because this whole album has been very, like, dark and, like, very just, like, kind of unsettling to listen to at times.
For sure.
And I think it's really nice to end it on a bit of, like, light. I mean, because he's like, I'm fine, guys. Like, I don't know. It's just, you can't really hear me or see me, but just know, like, I'm okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just a really powerful ending statement. It's just really peaceful.
Yeah.
And I love the imagery of, like, him trying to get people's attention. It's like, wow. Just, like, silent almost, you know what I mean, during this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also the interview cut, and then someone just bled out because they got cut. Like the echo, that was kind of fun.
That was cool, yeah.
That's some like classic Saba stuff. I'm glad he's like still trying to like put a little bit of his personality into like such a dark idea. It's just a dark album. It's a very dark album for sure, but he
can't not add those like little things that make it Saba.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Overall, I mean, what would you give this album out of 10?
It's a solid 8.5 for sure. It's really impressive by Saba. I think like where Few Good Things, like, I don't know, it's just Few Good Things it was touching on like some like important topics, but not necessarily heavy topics, right?
Yeah.
This one kind of dives into some like heavier, darker themes, but Saba does it with such grace and just like, you know, continues to keep it artistically mindful and like catchy somehow.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
So I'm really impressed with this record. Saba's done it again. I absolutely love when you put me onto Saba records. Like,
we'll
it's genuinely a treat.
We'll do his collab album with No ID in the next like couple months, I'm sure.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I think I give this an 8.5 too. I still think Few Good Things is
Few
his
Good
best
Things
work.
I like better, just simply based on the fact of, Few Good Things, like there was like one miss on here, the Chance the Rapper log out. That one was mid, but Few Good Things didn't really have a miss, honestly. I feel like I know when I listened to it the first time I was kind of harsh on some of the trap songs maybe,
probably,
but I've grown to enjoy trap more with age. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, I think, for me. But Few Good Things just like had like less misses for me, I feel like, and was just like has more replayability potential.
Yeah.
Like I always listen to like Crazy Bone song.
Oh, Come My Way.
So
And then we go.
And I listen to it when I'm at the gym and running. It's like really fun. I love it.
Oh, we said the same thing. Yeah. It's really interesting hearing these two. Like I think I didn't want to put you onto this like to christen our first ever podcast recording session, even though this is like a lot of people would say this is his best album because like, you know, it's just really fucking dark.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me, like, this album is so like it's so about like Saba's self, like his inner self, and Few Good Things is very much like outward projection. He's like putting his stuff out there. It's more about his world. That's why there's like more features and like it's a lighter cover, like a prettier cover, just like, you know, with more colors and stuff. And it's like, I think it's a really cool balance. It's very much to the extremes of both sides, where it's like either super outward, like I'm not really going to talk about myself, just going to talk about like problems, and then like I'm only going to talk about myself and like how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool balance, and it's why I think Saba's so special just for hip hop in general. Like no one's doing it. No one's doing it like Saba.
No one does it like Saba, seriously.
No one does it like him.
Yeah, this is really impressive. Thank you so much for putting me onto this.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next Friday.
We will see you soon.
Wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube. Or not Apple Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.